Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of Three-Leaf Clover Corner. Deuce here. Got back from work not too long ago and gonna play some Final Fantasy XIV. So here we go. We're just gonna kind of see who shows up for this. And I'll just do my thing here. And we'll kind of see how that goes. Do some audio testing on the side while I'm at it. That seems about right. With my usual hushed reverential tones as I speak about things. Turn those speakers off so I don't get some feedback here. Alright, so I didn't have a whole lot planned for tonight, just gonna run around and do a couple things. Switch to the Black Mage here, which has one of the most atrocious outfits. And what was I doing? Copper Bell. No, I'll save that for another day. Nah, forgot I already had this quest. Well, I guess we'll do an expert roulette. Attack on. Go for it. Now anyone who actually plays 14 can see how atrocious of a tank I am. But that's alright. I just do this for fun, not to show that I'm pro player or anything. So this is one of the two expert dungeons that you might get, the other one being Balzer's Wall. Balzer's Wall? Balzer's Wall? I don't know how they pronounce it. Anyway. So this isn't too bad. It's pretty fun. So we have 2 Black Mages and a Scholar. So I will try to group these guys up. Take advantage of that terrain damage over there. And get it on myself because I'm a little noob. I feel like I might have wanted to turn down the game sound, but I'm not really sure. I I guess I can do something about that in post-production maybe. Alright, hopefully the next pull will go a little bit smoother than that. Not sure why that happened, but whatever. Alright, well that's the most annoying of the pulls over. And once again, didn't notice the dark side ran out. So here we are at the first boss. A few fun abilities for this guy. Nothing too fancy though. Should have used that on the previous two pulls, but I'm tired. tired tonight. This is rough. Or maybe just this is kind of a blind boss. The second boss is a little bit more active, but we'll see that soon enough. There isn't too much trash to get through here, thankfully. I already got those. I've never tried doubling up this pole, but sure, why not? Since those other guys are running in that direction. Never really thought of it, to be honest. And that's probably why. So, ogre bonds there have the flounder attack that knocks you back like that. If I don't see the, whatchamacallit, the marker for it, then, then yeah, it's difficult to do. I hate knockback attacks. Well, I hate anything that forces me to change my positioning. I don't like changing my positioning, I just like doing it in my own terms. After playing the game for a while and, playing all the different classes, I try not to move a whole lot as a tank. Because I don't like the Dragoons and and especially the monks really rely a lot on their positionals for extra damage, so I try not to mess that up. So anyway, here's the second boss, and a lot of the damage here is actually avoidable, which is pretty nice. So I'll try to avoid that. Usually it's 2 regular attacks, and then a special attack. Unless someone interrupts it, I think. We'll see. That one's unavoidable. Too close to the wall here. As long as he's away from the mages, that's the important part. As long as they can continue to do damage. Oh dear. Was not as I intended there. Nope. He's charged up, he gets that little whirlwind after he does a claw attack, which will explode and smack you if you're too close, so. Very important difference there, because when he's not charged up, you can just run right back to where you were and, you know, keep the same positioning. But if you do that when he's charged up after he does a claw, then you'll run right back into that whirlwind and take some nice damage. And there we go. I still got hit by a lot of that stuff, but... I feel like I needed these for some reason. Obviously not for myself, but... Nah, screw it, I'll just greed. I ain't about that life. Wanted that one instead. Seriously, can you guys just not attack the same target? Whatever. Not a big deal. Just shows up before you get an attentive tank when things run away from manual fight. When stuff like that happens, you can either blame the DPS or you can blame yourself, because ultimately it's your job as a tank to actually hold threat, you know, regardless of what the DPS are doing. And it would be nice if everyone went according to plan, but, you know, sometimes, especially if it's just a random group like this, that doesn't happen, because you don't have that coordination. Like, if I was on voice chat with these guys and it's like, hey, we can do this, we can attack this guy first, or, you know, what have you. But in a dungeon like this, which everyone has run multiple times, it's not that big a deal. Because really, it's... stuff of this level does not need that kind of coordination. It's not absolutely necessary. So people are just going to kind of face roll through it. So people are not interested in a lot of coordination. Like, I could put down number marks on these guys without too much trouble. I mean, Shift M opens up the number menu, like so. But not a necessary feature by any means. There it goes again. And my targeting is really off today. Saying something, I don't remember what it was. I guess I'll figure out when I edit this video. Anyway, yeah, if you don't hold threat as a tank, you should probably look at what you're doing yourself rather than blaming it on the DPS. Maybe I should have Dark Side on too. Kind of a big deal for threat there. It's only like 20% extra damage, right? Not a big deal. Plus these mages are kind of going all out, so they don't want to be here any longer than I do. Just put my Shadow Wall on. Where the heck is that other mage? Why is he all the way back there? What the heck? I mean, it's been doing a fine run though so far. It's not like he's... I haven't really been watching what people do, but... suppose he could be disconnecting or something. Ah, well, apparently so. Right as I say that. That's fun. Well, again, you know, things happen. And he's back. They're back. Whatever. You know, you kind of assume gender after a while, just playing a game over time. I'm sure there's some study that's been done regarding the general population of people who play games, but yeah, still shouldn't assume. Now things will die at a much faster rate since I have double the mages. Black Mage is one of the classes that is really, really cool, but I am not particularly good at, because it requires a really tight rotation, and I just don't really have that down. I kind of sacrificed the ability to get really good at one class, and decided to just get kind of okay with every class. So that's kind of where I am in this game, is I'm kind of okay with every class. It's not a bad place to be. I mean, I get to experience most of the content. You know, sometimes I kind of look at other players and I'm like, wow, they can really do some crazy stuff. And Black Mage is one of those classes where you can put out really some amazing damage as long as you keep your rotation really tight. You keep Enochian, I believe. That's how you pronounce it. Keep Enochian up and just slam out those fire floors, ice floors. It's pretty brutal, the damage that comes out. So here's the boss of this place. he's fun. The biggest thing is, well, one of the biggest things is dealing with his flying press, which creates lava pools just everywhere. But you can use that twice in succession. That's also a ton of fun, so. Alright, let's do this. That's nice. Said you've done quite well, actually. Oh, I don't know about that, but I guess I've done alright. There's the first flying press. So each time he uses that, each time it uses that, there we go again. The gender thing. Each time Lava Scorpion uses that, the pool will get larger, and there's Deadly Thrust, the first one. So Deadly Thrust is a tank buster, hits for a ton, so I have to make sure I save a cooldown for that. Hiss summons adds, so I have to make sure I grab those. The tail there will also do small tank busters. The claw there will use that borehole attack that it's using, if you can see that up there. And if that's allowed to complete, it will spawn another lava pool. And that's also really not good, so. So yeah, quite a fair bit of stuff going on in this fight. There's Flying Press again. Ideally you want to put them next to the other lava puddles, but whatever, it's fine if you just set it near the edge. Deadly Thrust again. Yeah, should have saved Shadow Wall for the multiple ads there, but whatever. Ever Mage. Low on mana. So one of the things I tend to do in this fight is not have enough mana for when multiple ads come out, and then not be able to unleash their and grab aggro. And in this fight, that's a particularly bad thing when I have mages AoEing all over the place. So this time I remembered not to do that thing that I said I just did. So now both the tails are on me. Shadow Skin. On this guy for a bit. No, he got it anyway. Let's Flying Press again. It's on me this time. There we go. Scoot back over here-ish. It's a lot of lava. Things are getting a little tight around here. Jeez, we're still only at 32%. use of Limit Break there. Shadow Wall. And that's a clear. That was a good party. These guys are pretty good. And I already have those, so that's fun. And I'll commend the healer for keeping everyone alive. You know what? No, I'm gonna commend the mage. Healers get all the commends. It's a pretty neat place, really. I just love the amount of detail that are put into just the standard dungeons, really. Anyway, let's get out of here. So, in addition to all the lovely things that I got out of that, I also got a nice little quest item, which gets me another item that will eventually get me onto the next phase of the thing that I'm doing. Which is this little shenanigans here. Singing cluster. So now I have 12 of the 50 that I need. I can get one a day and then a quest from this lady here for 10 per week. So it's gonna be a while before I get those. Ah, well. Now where to? Let's go off to Helix. So this is quite possibly one of the coolest areas in the game. I may just say that just because I like Tron a lot, but so this is actually more or less based off the floating continent from Final Fantasy VI, and if you know me, I really like Final Fantasy VI. It's one of my favorite games. But so without going into too much spoilery detail for those of you who haven't actually played the game and might want to at some point. Wow, how do I even go there? Anyway, yeah, it's just really cool. I mean, scenery, music, everything. The music actually uses one of the motifs from the floating continent theme, actually, from Final Fantasy VI. Speaking of Final Fantasy VI, I'm actually writing a golden Magitech armor, which, you know, flies, because reasons. In fact, let's just put this baby down here for a second. What is that? Is it Z? No, it is not Z. It's X? No, is it? There we go. Turn my HUD off for a bit. So here's the Magitech armor. Is it not wonderful? Just like it should be. And as an added bonus, comes with two little things where you can do that and do this. I'd just like to point out that the animation on this thing is just absolutely beautiful. Like right here, when I fire the guns, the little plate lifts up and then comes back down. Just all of the incredible little details that go into this thing are just gorgeous. Yeah, anyway, that doesn't actually do any damage, it just looks really cool, so it's a lot of fun. Anyway, so the reason I'm here in the first place is there's a series that I want to do, and it is on, and I said Final Fantasy VI is one of my favorite games, and that's for reasons, again. But if you remember the statues of magic, or the gods of magic, goddesses, deities of magic that were in there, they are actually in the game here, albeit in a slightly different form. But and here are their statues. So in Final Fantasy XIV, we have the first one is right here is Sephiroth, the Fiend. Okay. And that's the first one is in the first one you fight. Because there's a whole quest line that goes along with this, of course. Then there's Sophia, the goddess. Sophia. Oops, wherever the emphasis is on that one. And then, finally, there's Zurvan. Whatever. Zurvan, the demon, or the devil. So you have the actual statues here, which is really, really cool. I love it. It's a fantastic nod to the original. But the fights with these guys are super cool because you actually get to see them, you know, obviously, in the Final Fantasy XIV way of fighting things, which is just super awesome. Because one of the things I love about this game in particular is the way it pulls lore from all the previous games, and in general, it's not like, you know, the Final Fantasy worlds are actually connected per se, although there's hints of that. But you know, the recurring elements, the chocobos, the various summons slash guardian forces slash magicites slash espers, you know, whatever else, things like that. You see those pop up, and then sometimes you see things in this game that are just literally pulled straight from the other ones. So it's fun. Just the continuity there, the kind of feeling of connectedness is something that I really enjoy, and that's kind of one of the things that drew me back to this game. I actually resubscribed to it not too long ago, I guess. Oh shoot, 3 or 4 months maybe, 3 or 4 months ago, and just wanted to start playing again because I missed the game and I missed all the lovely music and the scenery, and it's just a great game. But I do plan to make, like I said, a 3-part series on those three, the 3 of the Warring Triad there, so I will do that eventually. But for now, I think I'll go ahead and call it a night, because it's almost been an hour, I think. Almost. But there you have it. That's Final Fantasy XIV. Well, at least a little bit part of it. It's a very large game, and very cool game. So. Anyway. Thanks for watching. And this is Deuce. And yeah, I guess that's it. Have fun.